Unbeaten run away from home comes to an end, ladies and gentlemen. My microphone's miles away, so I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. I'll move it closer. Yeah. I mean, that first goal for Millwall. You can try that another 100 times. It will not go in again. But just frustrating because I mean, in the first half we made a game of it. In the first half we made a really good game of it. Then in the second, I'll explain as the video unfolds. But here we are, everybody. Yeah, defeat at the Den on Easter Monday. Unbeaten run away from home comes to an end. This was probably the last opportunity we would have had to use the third kit, and we've not done it. We've stuck with a home, and it's safe to say we just can't win in it. We just can't win in it. Oh my God. Sorry to interrupt, but Reading came from 4-1 down to draw 4-4 at Swansea, scored a 95th minute equaliser to make it 4-4, and because Derby ended up losing to QPR, because they scored late on as well, they scored in the 88th minute, that's them relegated. And so if Derby are relegated, does that mean Barnsley are relegated as well? Surely. Because they're below. They're below. It must be. But they've just made a big deal out of it. Oh yeah, Barnsley have just tweeted full time. Yeah, that means they're down. So that's... Wow. That's Barnsley and Derby. Oh no. Barnsley have a game in hand. But, hang on, so they've got 43, 44, 45, 46. That's 11. Barnsley can still stay up because they've got a game in hand. Oh, so they're not relegated yet. Anyway, back to City. I got sidetracked by the 95th minute equaliser for Reading. But Peterborough beat Barnsley as well, by the way. Grant pulling Peterborough up a little bit. So yeah, City's team, Shota made 3 changes from the game on Good Friday. Baxter, Elder and Longman came in for Ingram, Fleming and Coyle. Ingram and Coyle dropped to the bench. No Fleming in the team at all. I'm not sure whether he travelled. I don't know. But yeah, it's nice to see. Nice to see Nathan back. Very nice to see Nathan back. But like when Nathan first came into the team, does Ingram's form in recent weeks warrant him being dropped? It's interesting. It's very, very interesting, that. But Millwall, their star player Jed Wallace missed out through injury for them, and it was George Honeyman's 100th start in Hull City colours. The first real chance came in about the 3rd minute. McNamara burst forward for Millwall, and Bradshaw just couldn't get on the end of his cross, but it was close watching that one. But the best chance of the first half, in my opinion, was in the 11th minute. Some good football down the right-hand side between Longman and Jones. It ended up making its way to Alfie Jones inside the penalty area, who had a really, really nice effort, and Bialkowski got a hand to it. It was a strong hand to it as well. I think he saw it quite late, and it could very easily have gone under him. So fair play Fair play. And then it was back and forth that whole first half. It was... Yeah, it was a decent half. Baxter made a fantastic save in the 40th minute. Tipping Malone's shot around the post. And then Elder made a little bit of a mess, really. The ball had been cleared from our corner. He tried to play it back to Baxter. Completely bottled. The back pass. I think it was Tyler Bury who got on the end of it. So as he's chasing down the ball, he's got the ball at his feet. Baxter comes out, tries to clear it, gets nowhere near it. A little bit of contact on Bury, but I think it just unsettles him a little bit. And Elder can get back and recovers and clears it. Yeah, bit of a scary moment that. But we got away, went in at half-time. 0-0. And there was belief that we could have gone on to get a winner. But we were second best to Millwall right at the start of the first half, and that was what killed us, basically. They had a good chance early on. Scott Malone's crossing to the area caused a bit of a mess before it fell to Benicophobe, whose shot was tipped over the bar by Baxter, and then Malone opened the scoring for them. It was Tyler Bury charging down the right hand side. He had Slater and Honeyman on him. What I picked up on watching it, which I didn't like, was there was Slater chasing him and Honeyman chasing him. Honeyman seems to get a whack in the face as Bury's running with his arm like this. Not a foul, I'm not saying that. It's what Honeyman does, which frustrates me a little bit. Understandably, yeah, you're just taking a whack in the face, you're a bit shaken. So he takes a step off the pitch and just has his head in his hands like that, rubs his face, and then just walks back on. You've got to get straight back on that. I mean, Louis Coyle said it after the Cardiff game. If everyone on the pit, if everyone played as well as they saw the game from the stands, everyone would be world beaters. But it's little things like that. Just run back into the space and try and get an interception in there late. That frustrated me. And then we sort of half got it clear. And then it was Smallwood on the edge of the D who tried to just hoof it long. I think Syed Manesh would have been up there just waiting. But as he clears it, Scott Malone gets in the way. It bounces off him, then bounces off Smallwood, then bounces back off Malone and into the bottom corner. And like I say, it's so frustrating because 99 times out of 100, that does not go in. You try that another 100 times, it's not going in. But to quote Millwall's commentators, oh wow, that shows Scott Malone's class. No, it doesn't. It bounced. So frustrating. And then 4 minutes later, they doubled the lead. The goal wasn't anything special. It was a hoof long. Afobe flicked it on, and then Bradshaw finished it neatly past Baxter. But what annoyed me most about that was Sean McLaughlin's marking was terrible. I'll explain. So Afobe's here, McLaughlin's here. Afobe takes a step back, which pushes McLaughlin down like that. Why he ducks a little bit, I have no idea. But then he doesn't recover back. He leaves a gap, so he can't get ahead on it. He barely jumps for it, and because Afobe's the first man and he's got a decent gap to McLaughlin, he knows, right, I can just flick this on easy. And to be fair, Greavesy gave Bradshaw an extra sort of half a yard marking him, which he maybe shouldn't have done. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The main problem was McLaughlin there. For a bloke who's been so brilliant all season, it's uncharacteristic of Sean. I thought Alfie Jones had another good game. Yeah. Not too great there, not too great. Then after that, we came into it a little bit. We came back into it. Longman had a cross, but it was just headed over the bar by Syed Manesh. Then we made a double change. Eves and Force came on for Syed Manesh and Slater. And obviously Eves got the goal. But before that, Baxter had to make a good save from Wallace before Tyler Bury's follow-up shot hit the crossbar and went over. The ball was played across from the right-hand side. I think it was McNamara. Wallace was the last arriving. Baxter made a fantastic save. And then, as I say, Bury's shot hit the crossbar and went back over. Then it was then our goal. 86th minute, Tom Eves with the goal. It was a corner, it was cleared, it bounced out to Keane Lewis Potter. Lewis Potter, he hit a shot with his left foot, massively mishit it, but it went through a load of bodies, took a deflection off one Millwall body. Eves stayed alert, stayed on side, and it fell nicely for him. He stayed alert, as I say, stayed on side, hit it right into the bottom corner, and that was game on. We couldn't do anything else after that. Millwall just kept it on lockdown, and that was that. That was that. Now we're safe. We've got nothing to play for. It doesn't matter. But, you know, it's still nice to keep runs going and stuff. But at the end of the day, Millwall are a good side. The sort of luck that they got for their first goals, the sort of luck you get when you're in the top half, when you're pushing for playoffs, it always seems to go your way. I know I can remember little stuff like that going our way. In 2015-16. And, you know, stuff like that will have gone our way last season. It's just the way it is. But disappointing because we fought well. We fought well in that first half. We were just second best immediately as soon as they came out. The two quick goals, it just put the nail in the coffin. And there was never really any way back. But that, I believe, was Tom Eves' 10th championship goal of the season. Correct me if I'm wrong. In fact, I'm going to fact check myself now. Where is he? Tom Eves. Squad. Tom Eves. This season. Oh no, he's only got 5. He's only got 5. He's only got 5. Ah. 5 goals for Eves in the Championship this season. He's still up there, one of our top scorers though. I think he'll only be behind like Honeyman and KLP, which ain't bad for him at all, considering the amount of stick he gets. But it is what it is. We move on to Reading. Prospect of a couple of points there. I'd certainly take a win. I'd love a win, just to leave them still a little bit unsure of if Peterborough can catch them or not. Yeah, just a little bit of tension. Obviously, and you know they were under it from Swansea today, and there's no reason we can't do that. As long as we just turn up at home for 2 consecutive games. Right, thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you later. Take care. Goodbye.